in the scrimmage. I thought DJ had his best day. It's been, he's been kind of steadily getting better as camp has gone, and I thought he had his best day today. But no, we had several big plays in special teams, pass game, had a couple of really nice runs. So it was a good day.
Dabo, this is Gene in Charleston. You said you got the good live work on special teams. Overall, through camp so far, how would you assess the progress of your special teams?
It's been really good. We've got a lot of veterans, and so that's been a real plus for us. Super proud of Will Spires. I mean, he's been awesome, very consistent. BT's been awesome. He actually did not have a good day today, but out of 16 days, this is the only bad day BT's had. He was just a little off today for whatever reason, but he's had an amazing camp, and I really like where we are from a personnel standpoint with our field goal team. Punt's been great. I like what I'm seeing in the return game. We had a big return today, so again, working our first kickoff return. It's good to see that. I like how we're handling things from a punt return standpoint. So we've gotten a lot done. We still got a lot more to do. We got a lot of situational things still to work next week, kind of finish up that aspect of it. But we've got good people. We got good personnel, and we've got depth. So that's a blessing for us. But BT and Will have been awesome. Again, BT didn't have a great day today, but he has had an amazing camp, and both those guys are going to be weapons for us.
Dabo, Larry Williams here. How are some of the operational and procedural things on offense, snapping, and I know you wanted to clean up a lot of the false starts and things like that from last scrimmage.
Yeah, today was much better. I think we had, we went from 10 penalties to 2, and we had no bad snaps. We had a couple with our third group, our pride group, but the guys that we know that we got to count on to go play in a couple of weeks, they were excellent today, right on point, right where they needed to be. And so it's good to see. Just what we want to see. We just want to see us improve. You get 2 scrimmages, and I thought the guys that needed to improve, they did just that. And the guys that we wanted to see some consistency from, I think we saw that as well. It was a good day, much better day procedural. The first scrimmage, we had 10 penalties and just a bunch of bad snaps, and we had a couple of drops today that was disappointing, but all in all, procedurally it was very solid, much better.
Coach, going back to special teams, obviously Coach Kahn is handling that this year instead of Coach Pierman. Do you have some other coaches chipping in, like Coach Venables, or is it pretty much all Coach Kahn handling that?
No, we all work special teams. It's all hands on deck. Mickey coordinates it on the field. Coach Bill Spires does an awesome job for us off the field. But Mickey coordinates everything on the field, and then all of us are involved. Everybody, Coach V, Coach Elliott, we're all involved in special teams. And I think that sends the right message, to everybody on the team.
Hey, Coach, Lawton Swan with Clemson Sports Talk. Are there a couple of players that maybe you felt like early on in camp were swimming, just trying to keep their head above water, but you really felt like flashed over the past couple of days with the 2 scrimmages and all?
Well, I thought Dakari was good. I thought he'd gone downhill a little. I thought he hit that freshman wall, but it was good to see him bounce back in the last couple of days. He's had a good couple of days, had a big play in the scrimmage today. So he's a young guy, but I think we got several guys that fit that category, that early on, a lot going on, but we've improved. Nobody in particular that I'm disappointed in or anything like that. I think all these guys have put the work in. We've got good self-awareness. We've got some that are further along than others, but I do think that everybody has made some improvement over the last 16 days.
Hey, Dabo, Mike Griffith here. How are you, man? Good to see you again.
Hey, man.
Got a couple questions. One, fall practices, pushing these guys, getting them ready. How do you gauge when enough is enough? It seems like there's a real fine line between going too hard and not going hard enough. I guess that'd be my first question. How do you gauge that? Is it a gut thing?
Experience. has been doing it a long time. That's how I gauge it. I've been, and it's instincts. And, I have a plan that I believe in. But sometimes it's a little more, sometimes you back off a little bit, but I think I don't know any other way to get ready to go play football without practicing tough. I mean, to me, it's not fair to ask your guys to go play a certain way on game day if you don't prepare them that way, especially guys that aren't pros, guys that are developing players. It's not like you're in the NFL and you got guys that have played 1 million snaps. These are young guys, mentally and physically, and you have to teach them. You have to prepare them, and the only way you can do that is to get, a certain amount of live work, a certain amount of competitive work, slow it down some as well. So, but end of the day, it just comes down to experience and having a pulse of your team. Obviously, injuries and things like that can dictate it as well. But, that's it.
And then secondly, you mentioned it was DJ's best day. What are some of the things that constitute a great day, things you're looking for in a quarterback like DJ that has so much skill and upside?
We hadn't really had a bad day. I just thought this was his best day as far as just putting it all together. Now, some of that is because of other people, a little cleaner up front, but just command of everything that he's doing. Fundamentally, I thought he was his best today, made the right decisions, made some critical plays at critical times. Should have had a couple more that we dropped. He put right on the money. But just very clean with his exchanges, clean with his footwork, made all the calls right, and made good decisions. So, and I just thought he had a game-like mentality today. I mean, I could really see him pushing himself to make every rep a game rep, and it was good to see him. He made some nice plays with his legs. So, just thought all in all, it was his best day. It was good to see that.
Hey Dabo, it's Michael Espy from ABC Columbia Sports down in South Carolina. I hope you're doing well, man. But
Mike, we're having trouble hearing you. If you could get closer to your microphone and speak up, please.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yep.
You got me? Okay, yeah. Hey Dabo, it's Michael Espy from ABC Columbia. Where is your sort of excitement level for having fans back in the stands? I mean, with COVID numbers now rising again, are you trying to temper those expectations, I guess, for packed stadiums, or are you kind of looking forward to having 80,000 people back in the stands?
I'm super excited about our fans, and I think everybody that was a part of last year, would tell you that was the number one thing that we missed was the passion of the fans. We got a lot of passion to play the game, but the passion of the fans is an awesome part of college football. So definitely looking forward to that.
But is there a date, sort of timeline by which you would like to have a starting center to move forward, or is that something that could continue well into, I guess, game week?
Possibly, yeah, it possibly could. We'll watch this tape tonight, and then again, we'll start honing in on the personnel and how we want to rep. So yeah, I mean, anything can happen. I mean, 2 weeks from now, you still got to go practice well. Nobody at this point is entitled to go be the starter. You still got to go earn it every day and continue to earn it every day and perform well. But, next week, I think we'll start honing in a little bit on our 2D and the threes that are kind of right there as well, and get ready to go play.
Who has performed best there so far in your mind?
I think they've all done well. Again, it's not something we're ready to roll out there. We'll put a depth chart out here soon enough. But I've seen good things from all of them. I really have. Box got a lot of work. He's also worked a lot at guard. Same thing with Trotter, and same thing with Rayburn. And Trent Howard has gotten some good work at center. Young freshman that we're excited about. So all those guys have gotten work and done well in spots and not so well in spots. So, we're still kind of working that area. But again, it's not as much about the center as it is who's the best five for us. That's really the biggest thing. and then we'll go from there, because I think we got answers, either way.
We'll take about
Coach,
two
I'm
more,
assuming-
Coach.
Coach, I'm assuming that Ngata did not play today. Did Bo Collins and/or Troy Stellato play today? And did you come out of the scrimmage all right as far as injuries?
Yeah, Troy played a little bit. He's been slow in camp, but he's been back the last few days. He got a few reps. Everybody went except Ngata. He's still not quite there, with his hamstring yet, but getting closer.
Dabo,
Dabo,
this
Brad-
is Matt with
Dabo, Brad Single from Clemson SI. In terms of the receiving core, how many guys right now do you feel comfortable with that are going to be ready to help you out this season? Do you have a number in mind right now?
We'll to go back. I didn't finish the first question. I can't remember who was asking me. Trevor. But we came through the scrimmage good. So we had a couple guys banged up, but nothing that I foresee as long-term or serious or anything like that. So that was a real positive. And as far as the receivers, that is a position of strength for us. We've got a lot of guys that I got a lot of confidence in. Troy's still not quite there. He's going to be amazing. He's fast, but he got behind. First of all, he came in late this summer, and then he got hurt. He wasn't able to do a lot of skills and drills this summer, and then he got hurt in camp, missed some time. But he's oozing with talent, but he's just a little bit behind. But we got a bunch of guys. We got a bunch of guys. There's really nobody that I don't think we can win. We got 2 or 3 walk-on guys that I have confidence to go in and get the job done as well, if needed. But it's a deep room and a lot of competition, and that's going to really serve us well as we go through the season. Very, very different from last year. Very, very different.
We'll let Matt Connolly take the last one, Matt.
Hey, Dabo, I was just going to ask, freshman-wise, do you have, as camp's winding down now and finishing up, do you know which freshmen you feel like are ready to help you? Have you seen some guys step up that you feel like can really help you this year?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we've got several guys that are going to help us. It's a special group. And, we got some areas of need where those guys will help for sure. And, that's part of what we'll be doing, through the weekend and into Monday and Tuesday, really starting to evaluate as far as how we're going to, once you get into game prep, and we're in the 20-hour rule, we can only rep 2 groups. And so we've got to really lock in on who's going to play, and we got a good group there. And then there's probably a couple of guys on the bubble. And then there's a group that we know that, hey, we're going to play them 4 games in redshirt, based on where we are right now. Now, all that can change, obviously. But that's we'll hone in on that a little bit more next week.
All right. With that, we'll wrap Coach up. Everybody who'd like to join us in room 2, Xavier Thomas is underway. We'll be joined shortly.